Welcome back to your channel, Dr. Batisi. I'm your dentist, Dr. Jasmine. Welcome to the first episode of How to Start Your Dental Clinic. This will be a series. I haven't done anything like this before on this channel, so it's the first time that it's happening. I did my maximum research, talked and listened and studied. Not 10, not 20, not 30, but 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, more than 100 dentists. Helped my friends to open up their own setup, so I was clearly connected to them from ground level. So I have been associated with them. I have been understanding how a clinic is opened from level 0. Have given 200, 300 plus interviews in clinics and hospitals. So I have been studying and I have been experiencing the kind of atmosphere a clinic should have and what are the different types of clinics that there are. Anything you want, guys, that I should be covering in this video or in the coming episodes, please let me know. Also, guys, there are few points which I miss during the video. I mentioned that below in the description, so make sure every video you see the description once, because the important links and important information which if missed is there available in the description. There are basically 3 questions before you plan for your clinic. Why do you want to open it? Do you want to open it? And is it the right time? When I say why do you want to open it, is it because you find no other option available for you? Or is it that being a guy, being a boy, there is a pressure of marriage on you? So that is why you want to open it. Do you want to open it? Like, is it your own calling that yes, you want to set up this? Or is it a pressure from the friends, family, relatives, or from your own side that you can't find any other option and you want to go ahead with? Do you want to open it is such a question that leads to the third question we have, that is this the right time to open it? Some BDS are there which open their clinic immediately because they have either planned or they have some area of their own which is their own area, so though they don't have to pay the rent, or their parents or some relatives are dentists, so they join them. Or some people are there that they want to learn, observe, grow and then open their own clinic, which can be range up to 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years. Like some people, like for me, the calling came like I want to do something of my own. I am not in a situation that I say yes to any clinic, I say yes to any timing, I say yes to any salary. Now that is not my time. So this calling came after 2.5 years. It can vary, it can be different for everybody. There are people who say that they have learned, they have practiced under a senior doctor, but now for a few months they want to handle a clinic independently, because many dentists are there who have opened their own setup, but in the morning they either go to some college or they have their own consultations going on, so they want their own clinic to be handled by a BDS or by somebody, by a dentist. So they want some dentists want to handle a clinic independently and then open their own clinic. Now also, is this the right time? Because do you have the right money? Guys, a dental clinic can be set up ranging from, depending upon your own area, because no two areas can be compared. Delhi and Delhi NCR, Delhi and areas near the state Delhi, capital Delhi, vary so much. So different states, rent is different, everything is different, electricity is different, so it totally depends on your area. Also, a clinic can be set up with, like, guys, 2 to 3 lakhs ranging, and the upper limit is unlimited. Like, it can go up to 30, 40, any you want the range. So but the basic starts ranging from 2 to 3 lakhs. We will discuss about this in coming video when we will be discussing about the materials and the equipments you need. So let's keep the budget, like, can't a clinic be opened in 1 lakh, or can't be opened in less than 1 lakh? Let's keep that budget for another video. When you open your own setup, at least 10 treatments should be available at your clinic, be it extraction, RCT, dentures, teeth cleaning, pedo treatment, ortho, dental x-ray, be it anything, but at least 10 treatment you should be listing down, that okay, these 10 treatment are there when I open up my own setup. Now there are few questions that will help you guide that is this the right time, are you ready to open your own clinic, can you diagnose correctly, can you take impressions of maxilla mandible in one time, can you extract a firm tooth, can you do a re-RCT, can you do a crown preparation, do you know the management of common dental emergencies? Can you manage a pedo patient? Do you know how to suture? Do you know about the basic medication? Can you take a good x-ray in one attempt? So guys, even if the answer is yes to all the above questions, it totally depends on your calling. Some have excellent skills. Some plan really well. But when they open their own clinic, the budget is an issue. So a lot of things come together because dental clinic setup and growth is a business. When it comes to business and when it comes to being a doctor, it's nothing wrong. We should be clear on our terms. We should not corrupt. We should not do false or unethical practice. If we are doing something of 50 rupees, we must provide the quality of 50 rupees and not 25 rupees. So a lot goes into this making, guys, and I'm really excited about this series because I cannot think of sharing everything in just one video. It has to be a continuous series because none of us are taught how to open a clinic. We know that okay, good RCT, good implant, good sutures, good extraction, untraumatic extractions, but what about how to set up a clinic? You know that okay, you want to open your clinic. The second thing comes, decide the population, decide your audience, know your customer. You can either open a charitable clinic, you can either open within trust NGO or have a CGHS panel, you can open up in a rural area which is a need, especially in India, you can open up it in urban, or you can have a area both which includes rural and urban. If given a preference, I would prefer that area which includes both. Guys, there are different types of population like middle class, upper class, rich or affluent. So depending upon your population, you want to have your clinic like this will depend, the population will choose, decide the name of your clinic, the logo of your clinic, the services products you will be providing, the charges you will be offering or you will be charging. So everything depends upon your population. You have to decide what population you want to serve. Now comes, guys, the clinic name. Once you decide the name, then we will go to the logo. So clinic name should be something you know you feel connected to, you feel means to you, it's important to you. For example, for me, Battisi means a lot. Some people might not know my real name, but they know okay, Dr. Batisi, Dr. Jasmine. So that way people can easily read or understand or remember that. For example, bazaar and namaste are these two words which are mostly under, which mostly people can understand. So some words which at least that audience you are targeting can understand, because for example a spa or some hi-fi word won't be able to pronounce or won't be able to understand by the rural population. So there are various clinic name generator that are available online. Many clinic name ideas you can get to get the inspiration from, many are available online, but I would just say whatever you choose, you should be able to connect, and your clinic name should know whatever your clinic name is, you should be able to fulfill that. For example, your clinic name is Battisi Dental Hair and Skin Clinic, meaning hair clinic, skin clinic and dental clinic. It's all the three into one. So I should be fulfilling all the three needs: hair, skin and dental. Whatever the name is, be honest to that. Now comes the clinic logo, guys. Logo generator, logo maker, free, paid, both are easily available. Many ideas are there online which you can get your inspiration from again. So guys, when you decide the logo color, there is something called as color psychology. Like you want color classic, you want modern, you want youthful, the kind of a logo, you want mature, luxurious, affordable, loud, not so loud, like light. Whatever your logo is, there is color psychology behind it. Many companies, like major big companies, work behind like that because colors play a really very important role. In fact, to understand a human behavior, human psychology of that person, of how his personality is, colors play a really important role. That is why if we want to know how the person is, we sometimes ask what is their favorite color, because it tells a lot about that person. Do not copy any dental clinic name or logo. Have your own identity. When you choose a name and logo, it would be, especially when you're choosing a name, it would be common that a clinic is already opened with that name. Many people do not do the copyright because they don't know that they have to do or not, and they understand that there are so many dentists and each opening their own clinic, so might be that the name coincides, so that is okay. You have to register the clinic or the name of the clinic, and trust me guys, it's very easy to make a logo. I have made 2 to 3 clinics logo, and it's, I can't believe what I have designed. It's someone's clinic name, it's someone's clinic identity, so it's really amazing. And guys, whatever you put the tagline, if you put it, whatever you say about your clinic during the publicity, during the marketing, or whatever you provide, the facilities or the services, whatever you say, make sure your words match the action, because then only people will trust you. ओके कि जो ये बोलती है या बोलता है वो वैसा करता भी है. So that is the trust we want to have from a patient, and then it becomes a brand. The location should be like it's easy to travel, not just for the patient but also for you. I guess it should be within 30 minutes of your home. So it depends upon your locality guys, because some clinic might be like 30 kilometers away but you can reach there with 25-30 minutes. Some clinic just 5 kilometers but you can't reach there for like 45 minutes, depending upon the traffic and the area you live in. So mode of transportation should be easy. It should be easy to find. Like if I say take a left and then a right, I can see, then after taking the right I can clearly see the clinic in front, the board is there or whatever. It's easy to find, and not like I have reached there but I'm still not able to find that clinic. Maybe the clinic is near a metro station, near a bus stand, near an auto stand, etc., where there is parking available, where there is ATM or pharmacy or chemist available, where there is the facility of a washroom. Maybe you have opened up in a plaza or in a market, then that plaza or market has a washroom. Or if it's your own area, you have some small washroom there. It's easy to travel for the wheelchair people, the special people. It's easy to travel for the old age. If it's on first floor, then there is a lift, or if it's on second floor, there is a lift. People can easily engage. The location should be like that. Maybe it's a market area, a corporate area where there are a lot of offices. Like people hang out there, and may not be from the point of like dental patient, but they hang out there and they see, okay, now the clinic has opened here. They see. It saves you money on marketing. Some people open up in a mall, some people open up in a 4 or 5 star hotel. So depending upon what your target audience is, what your budget is, you have to choose the location also. You know, we call this footfall, like how much that market is. Like Lajpat Nagar, Sarojini Nagar in Delhi, it's like already established market since years. So that is called footfall. How many people are coming to that market? When you choose the location, guys, I have to say that there are some dentists who have established their practice for 3 to 5 years, or maybe they are practicing since years and they want to sell up their practice because they are going abroad. Or there are some very old established dentists that they now want to retire, or they want have other things to do in life and they want to sell or give away their practice to another dentist. These options are also available, but what things to be looking for so that we do not make a mistake, we will discuss this in detail in the coming videos. Also, dental tourism video is out there, link will be in the description. It is like what is dental tourism, why India is an amazing country for dental tourism, and how you can grow your practice with dental tourism. If you have your own place, that is really good, but make sure that your own place has the following that we discussed, like easy to travel, easy to find, engagement of the patient. The things that will be costing you per month are your rent, your maintenance. When you are opting for a place, make sure that you are clear with what is the rent and what is the maintenance. Sometimes they both are different. Suppose the rent is 10,000, the person is saying you that the rent is 10,000, but they don't disclose what is the maintenance charges. So be clear with that. Water bill, electricity bill, and some few taxes. Generator, if you are opting for it, there are small LED lights which are chargeable available nowadays. Initially you might or might not have a generator, and that is okay. Sometimes there is backup of your own plaza, which the maintenance charges go if the patient is getting a treatment done and the light goes off. Also till then you can get your that portable lights, chargeable lights on, and you can do x-ray. At least you can do, because if you have a portable x-ray assistant, if you're not having that initially, guys, it's completely okay. I know assistant and a team is like the backbone of a clinic, but I have seen dentists who work independently and earning really well, 60, 70, 80, 1 lakh per month, doing all the work on their own. So that is also possible when you choose an assistant. If you choose a dental assistant who is really a dental assistant, like registered, he might charge a little more as you are a fresher, according for you. But if you are training a new person, make sure he is not a school going, because we should never make a person work when he's school going. That's not right. If he's college going, these people have their own career path. They are just joining your own practice like for the pocket money kind of a sake. They might not be serious of their own work they are doing in the clinic, so you guys suffer. So depending upon what kind of area you are, choose somebody who is like who can stay long term, who can be trustworthy, who lives nearby, so that travel expenses are not there, and he can or she can stay a little late if the patient is surgeries are extending. But I guess when you are in a clinic or when you're working anywhere, both gender, when they are there, it's kind of the consumer or the person who is getting our services have a little more trust. Seen women empowering clinics, all the women, maybe just one or two assistant male guy. It's like hiring the right people. Now guys, if you want to put cameras, totally depends upon you. Painting of the clinic would go into that. Plumber or the water equipments, electrician, furniture or the interiors. If you are opting for a clinic or location is such that the previous person who's like the shop or who's the area it was has got a lot of work already done, so that is a bonus. Your work would be like less, or maybe it's a corporate area, so your work would be less because many things would already be there. Put only what is needed. For sure, if there is no need for it, do not put it. Go basic. Have a little bit of reception area, have a waiting area, have your consultation like a particular area. I'm not saying have like different rooms for it, not initially, but a small area. Reception small area, just one chair, or waiting area 4-5 chairs, and with COVID protocols you must maintain, so you can have that, a small consultation room, and then your dental chair or the procedure room. Make sure you use bright light colors, maybe a white if your whole clinic is white. It gives you a relaxed look, and not something like I'm here to get my treatment done. It should feel friendly, it should be feel comfortable, positive environment for the patient, happy place to come. Have a lot of plants, guys. Have area which gets sunlight. It's like good view from the dental chair or the clinic. Maybe you have a wall in front, you put a nice painting, something which has plants on it, or something good to look at. In abroad, most people, if you see, their clinic is all white, and sometimes they have a huge mirror which is just in front of the dental clinic, dental chair. Many ideas you would get online, a lot of beautiful clinics ideas you will get online, but do what fits for you and what is convenient for you. Instead of buying a water supply whole, that water cooler kind of a thing, it's better if you go for the matka. With matka, it's fresh pure water. It won't ever affect your throat, that is a guarantee, and it's so cooler. And you can have a copper bottle or a jug. It signifies that you guys not only like are money minded but are like down to earth, stay in touch with health is priority for yourself. And I don't have to tell you that why copper bottle or jug is so important. You can get your matka water in the jug and then keep it. You can have a lot of paintings with good quotes, nature, or the dental photography. You can have a wall of fame, like a particular wall which has all your certificates. Most importantly are two: your state registered dental certificate and your degree. Rest, guys, I have been to clinics like just by entering into the hay have like full all the 24 view, 360-degree view is covered with the degrees. And I can't imagine how can a patient or how can somebody work in that area. Of course they are important, just have a small wall. But like getting your whole clinic with only certificates, at least this that doesn't get to me. Guys, the rent, electricity, as I said before, depends upon many factors, but I would suggest no matter which state you are, if you're opening up your own setup, do not go beyond 20, 25, 30. This range should be your, never go beyond 20, I would suggest, per month, which includes everything. But if you can afford, if you can go ahead with that, surely it's your call. And you can initially open up, may not be in partnership. Some partnerships work, some do not work. When you open in a partnership, be very clear, no matter he is your or she is your best friend, be very clear with the terms that this is how much we both are investing, this is how much we both agree on the profits, this is how much you will take care of, this is how much I will take care of, this is how much this is going to happen, the whole process. Only when there is transparency, the things, collaborations work like awesome. If you're opening on your own, you can have an intern or you can have your own junior friend that, okay, just support me. Support me means just come and we will both manage our own clinics, and this is something that you will get, or this is, you can have your own understanding on that. But it's like, instead of keeping an assistant, you both doctors are working. When you work, the other person assists. When he or she works, the other person assists. When you want to increase your practice, of course you can have a sterilization room when the clinic gets bigger. And some people, what they do is they open up in a posh area if they can afford and everything is going well, and then they open a small clinic in a charitable kind of a clinic because they want to serve as well. Some people, it's like different option available. Do what suits you the best. You can also have a small corner where the products are like displayed, which the MR or the marketing representatives come, the medical representatives come, and they showcase, they share there, they give you amazing products to, you know, just try it on the patients, sample products and catalogs, posters, so you can display that in one area. The day you decide that you want to open up your own clinic and the day of your inauguration, guys, I can guarantee you that it takes 1 month for sure. If it takes less, it would be like very in a hurry and you will be like draining energy out of yourself. So 1 month, keep in mind. Fundamentals remains the same, guys. No two even adjacent clinics can't be compared. All dentists have their different work criterias or work like different rules or different way of working. So charges, prices, nothing can ever be compared. It's just that when you open up something, you open up in a process, you open up in a way that it works for you, it works for the patient, you both are happy, you both are earning, you both are satisfied, everybody is happy, no corruption, you are not doing something unethical. And we will be discussing a lot about in the coming videos. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep serving well. Bye bye.